Alright, so at this point in the video, I've just gotten done eating dinner at the Seventh-day Adventist Church. This is one of the several times that he assaulted me at churches. And, of course, I've been assaulted at all of the churches where they feed us. So, for a while there, I wasn't going. And, of course, I started recording every time that I went there. It wasn't just Andrew Wolnez. It was also Robert Farnsworth and got a few other people. So, Andrew Wolnez, after he found out I was trying to get a protection order against him, started showing up at all of these homeless feeds. He'd never gone to them before, not since I've been here anyway. And then all of a sudden he's showing up at all of them specifically to target me. That is what he went there for. When he went to the church during the first Christian church video, when he went by my vehicle and he was yelling at me, and then he came back around and threw the ice cream, the liquid ice cream on me and on my phone. He tried to dump it all on my phone. But like I said, that was a church. That one was like 36 minutes in, or 27 minutes in. I apologize. And I had left the church because I'm told when my predators come around, well, I should leave. So I left. It doesn't make me any safer to be outside of the building. Matter of fact, it makes me more unsafe because then I'm alone in my vehicle. And when Andrew Wolnez went by, well, if he did that stuff inside of the church, they'd have had to do something about it. But no, it was while I was out in my car because I left the church. I followed the quote-unquote good advice. So Andrew Wolnez went by and yelled some stuff at me, unsolicited. And you get to see, even if it's this far into the video, and even though in all of these videos it shows I'm not approaching him, he is approaching me. And all of these videos show, right from the very beginning, he was pretending that I was a pedophile and a rapist and a murderer. Was trying to tell people that I was taking pictures of their kids peeing in the bathroom in Safeway. Like, yes, I definitely pulled out my phone and started recording. Now, the situation with the youngins at the Tillamook Sporting Goods. That's another situation. And that's way, way, way worse. You might not think so. You might go, what's worse than some fucking crazy guy trying to start a fight with you and accusing you of taking pictures of little kids in a Safeway bathroom? Well, his son and his son's friends have been doing this since before Andrew ever got started. We're going to press play on this.
Oh, there it's back on. Yep, the cops often go on intimidation runs.
See, this is another situation. Wolnez repeatedly, and same thing with many of my other predators, they repeatedly showed up right after the cops left. So we're 34 minutes into this video. Cops just left.
Alright. I'll see if I go locate myself a tobacco. Part of the tobacco.
See, I was going to talk to some homeless people, see if I could get a cigarette from one of them. I share mine as well. And that's when Andrew Wolnez started yelling at me unsolicited. I was ignoring him.
Oh, that guy right there. See, now that's the thing. I didn't say nothing to him. You need to stop. 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 Do not hit my stuff. Do not hit
Now,
my
I
stuff.
specifically record because of
Do not
people
hit
like
my
him.
things.
And
Stop.
you get to see again him hitting me again and again and again.
Yeah, dude, like, you fucking knocking your phone out. Yeah, well, you tried to threaten him too, apparently. That's the thing, is that stuff don't need to happen. This is the 5th time, 6th time.
And you notice he just keeps on targeting my phone. Now, do I complain in these about him hitting me? You know, these people are all mentioning that he was hitting me and mentioning that he was knocking my phone out of my hand and shit like that. Like, yeah, he does that every time. He wants to assault me over things that I never did. And of course, in another state where the people who did these things were actually convicted of them. Ted Bollinger was convicted of abusing his daughters. Joseph Michael Lopez was convicted of killing Natalie Bollinger. We're going to play some stuff in here. This is really important because it's going to show the connection to Natalie Bollinger with these predators. With these people who want to repeatedly assault me and call me a pedophile and call me a murderer and use Natalie literally by name. So this right here, you get to see the same issue that I was having in the other video. When he was hitting me and hitting the telephone and then hitting me and then hitting the telephone, yeah, it was real difficult to actually record what was going on. But you also get to see he approached me, not the other way around. He yelled at me, not the other way around. You also get to see that I'm calm until he's being a violent person. In all of these situations, I am doing my best to be as calm as I can and as reserved as I can. And you don't hear the yelling and screaming until I'm actually being assaulted. Now, why is that? Am I just some crazy guy screaming for no reason, having delusions about being assaulted? Or am I a calm and reasonable person until you put your nasty fucking cockbeaters on me? Now, of course, we got a lot of videos here with Andrew Wolnez assaults. That's Andrew Wolnez Assault 5, I think is what I put on there. There's, of course, these threats towards my sister. This is a message from my sister. This is a screensaver on that one. See which one's this? This is another one of the ones at Safeway.
You have to be dead to be heard. Oh, wait. You're not going to be heard after you're dead. What's going to be heard after you're dead? Other people's translation of what you really meant.
All right, so we need to find the spot in the video where that happened. I'm going to pause it for a second. All right, so it's at 25 minutes and 40 seconds into it that you can hear Andrew Wolnez in the background trying to incite people. And of course, he's also at that point staring me down.
But it's okay because it's a victim of a particular gender, and that makes it all right, doesn't it?
It's okay to victimize a male. You'll see it.
Men are 5 times more likely to be murdered. When it comes to being murdered by a spouse, yeah, men are actually more likely to be murdered. Oh, there's a predator right across the street. Robert Wolnez.
Andrew Wolnez.
Andrew Wolnez. So what do?
Make sure I record it.
Every time I see a predator, I make sure I record it. It's starting to get away.
Yeah, you can see in this one. In this one, when he comes up, he's talking nicer. He's got a much calmer voice, and he thinks that if he assaults me this way with a calmer, oh, poor me voice, oh, I'm just a victim voice, that somehow that's going to make it okay. No, it's not okay, and neither was the response. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad that people showed up, including Chris, who's the manager at the Safeway. But the lady who showed up, no, she definitely did the wrong thing. I did need the police there, and the police I already knew were not going to do anything, and we're going to go over that too. In many of these situations, you'll get to hear my predators saying that the police aren't going to do anything about it, so go ahead and try to turn it in. They'll just laugh at me. And the unfortunate fact is, that is actually true. In many of these situations, although the officers did not directly laugh at me, they definitely smiled inappropriately when I turned in the abuse.
My phone, do not.
You can see the same thing.
Stop assaulting
Kept on
me.
hitting my phone, and he came back and did it again.
Stop. I'm wanting you to stop video. Stop. I'm wanting you to stop. I don't care what you want. You chose to victimize me and assault me on multiple occasions. No, I am not. I am recording it every time that you come around me. Get away from me. Leave me alone. Stop stalking me.
Now, how many times did he yell at me and scream at me and hit me, and now he wants to assault me again more than once? And, oh, I'm raising my voice to him. Yeah, this is a fucking predator. I have literally never hit this guy. Never. Whenever he does this, my interest is not in hitting him. It is for protecting my phone full of fucking evidence. Just like when Robert Franklin Warnick, a registered pedophile in Nebraska, was doing this stuff. When he was physically assaulting me, I did not give a shit about the physical assaults against me. At that moment, what I cared about was protecting my phone. And what do these predators do after they have initiated and started this stuff? Absolutely not. After you have assaulted me, and I have had to record 24/7 because I never know when you're going to do this shit again. And then there's the fact that obviously he's also doing this when I'm not recording. When I'm not recording, is he yelling that stuff? No, he's yelling that I'm a pedophile and telling other people around me that I'm a pedophile. Saying I murdered some little girl in Colorado.
Bullshit.
I've done nothing to you.
Bullshit.
I want you to stop videoing.
Step off of me. Do not touch my phone.
Now, how many assaults do we have to record? Well, this guy's repeatedly saying, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I haven't done anything to you. We have recording after recording of this. This is what's called gaslighting. If he doesn't want to be fucking recorded after assaulting me, then maybe he should stay the hell away from me. I mean, there is kind of a maximum distance here thing. Or distance thing here. It's not like I'm going, oh, Andrew Wolnez is 3 blocks away. I'm going to pull out my phone and sit here and just record him. No. He's on a bike. I use a cane. I mean, come on here. This is a no-brainer here. I cannot escape the man. I cannot run away from him.
This is harassment right here.
No,
This is
stop it.
harassment
Put it
right
down
here.
now.
I will not. He has assaulted me repeatedly. I will not stop recording.
And this lady doesn't care. Now, of course, this is assault number 6, it says. And it's at Safeway on October 17th. That's the day before my birthday. And it wasn't actually 2024. It was 2023, I believe. So I do apologize for that. On October 17th, 2024, I was actually in Tillamook County Jail. So, yeah, I spent my birthday in jail last year on false charges because they want to pretend that these things are delusions. Now, this lady right here is doing exactly the wrong thing. First of all, don't get into a situation like this pretending like you know everything, or because you're a woman that automatically it's fixed. No, this is repeated assaults by him.
Don't tell me what to do now. I've been assaulted by him too.
No, he hadn't. You can tell by his voice that he knows it's an outright lie and he just made it up on the fly. But it's okay, isn't it? It's okay for him to approach me. In every one of these situations, he approached me. And in every one of these situations, I had a reason to point the goddamn camera at him. Do not stare me down after assaulting me. Do not yell at me after assaulting me. And for surely, don't fucking start walking my direction for any goddamn reason. You go on your merry fucking way and mind your goddamn business. Leave me the fuck alone. Right? And this continues, and Chris shows up. It continues for a while. And I use some horrible words towards this woman.
I've tried the police, they don't care. Would you stop?
And see, she's... All right, so Chris shows up, and they're asking Chris and I can't remember what the lady's name is. They came up and asked, you know, if the police need to get called. This woman is pretending like the situation is over. No, it's a fucking assault, you dumb cunt. You don't like that word? I'm fine with that. Her trying to get involved the way that she did was not helpful. All right? What she did in that situation was prevent justice from being done and pretend like she'd done something fucking spectacular. She hadn't done shit.
Me or threatening me. This will not happen.
He's not. He's walking.
I don't care if he's recording or not. He doesn't get to do this. This is not okay.
Now, here's the thing. I don't care what this woman's got to say. She can fucking leave. As soon as Chris got there, right, this is literally the exact same corner that I was on when Mossam came at me with the pipe. When Mossam came at me with the pipe, I had not moved from this spot. I had stayed on my knees the entire time, through the entire encounter. I did not pose a threat. But this lady here wants to get involved. Her American flag cowboy boots. Well, we might be able to identify this lady from this. But I do not have nice things to say about her. Now, we can continue through this, but thank goodness, Wolnez is fucking leaving at this point, so who cares? Obviously, there's more. Now, I'm getting heated. Yes, watching this stuff gives me severe fucking anxiety. Like, here's the thing. He doesn't want to be called a pedophile. He should have thought about that before calling me a pedophile. Over and over and over again. Now then, of course, he wants the videos down of him assaulting me, and he wants the stuff down of me calling him a pedophile back. That don't make no sense. Maybe he shouldn't have fucking targeted me to begin with. Maybe he shouldn't have assaulted me. Maybe he shouldn't have threatened me. Maybe he shouldn't have made false accusations. Those are all good ideas. But none of that detracts from the fact that not a single mandatory reporter would do their fucking job, which results in me being forced to post this shit on fucking YouTube. When I go to a mandatory reporter and they blow me off or treat me like I'm delusional or schizophrenic, that's basically one of two choices when you're a mandatory reporter. You have two choices. You can turn it in, or you can pretend that the victim is schizophrenic. That's it. If you don't pretend that the victim is schizophrenic after you have refused to do your job as a mandatory reporter by saying, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, or by passing the buck to another agency, or by saying, oh, well, we only do housing. No, you're a mandatory reporter. All right? If you're a preacher, you're a mandatory reporter in addition to being a preacher. And you can be prevented from being a preacher everywhere, again, if you don't do your job as a mandatory reporter. For example, if you're a preacher and you know that somebody molested a 9-year-old girl in your church and you do nothing, well, you're actually an accomplice. Now here, I thought I had help turning in the assaults and the officer misconduct. Now you get to see how old these are. And of course, you also get to see here, over and over again, I am posting the evidence of the abuse. overwhelmingly. When you want to say, oh, you shouldn't have said this or you shouldn't have said that, no, I absolutely should have. These people think it's okay to treat me that way, and I'm not allowed to get angry. They're allowed to make false accusations, claiming that I did stuff to people in another state. Well, you got to see that Andrew Wolnez put his hands on me and on my phone repeatedly. Oh, and his friends did that as well. Repeatedly. His friends, like, for example, Scott Brown, repeatedly wanted to harass me and scream at me and accuse me of killing a little girl, claiming I killed some little girl in Colorado, and so on and so forth. Same thing that Wolnez says. All right, so we're going to show this here. This is the third assault. This is a super important one. All right, now we're going to play the very beginning of the video so that you understand it. Andrew Wolnez had, by this point, called me a child molester, called me a pedophile, accused me of recording little kids, and a bunch of other crazy fucking nonsensical bullshit. Now, much of this comes from the situation with Natalie Bollinger and the presentation of the A&E Murder in the 21st, Season 1, Episode 1. They were advertising it, and people were seeing it, and there was a large influx of harassment against me. And, of course, Andrew Wolnez, although I've never been charged with molesting a child, no child has accused me of molesting him. But Andrew Wolnez seems to think that it's okay to try to run around telling people I'm a pedophile to get them to assault me. So, in this video, I got a Pegasus there, and I'm making a point. If he's going to accuse me of being a pedophile, first of all, I didn't know him when he was a kid, but if he wants to make the accusation, fine, go ahead. Show us on this Pegasus where the bad Sean touched you.
Sean touched you. Go ahead. You made some accusations, son. I expect you to back your shit up.
And I do. If you're going to go calling somebody a pedophile, well, who did they rape? Who did they molest? What child had to endure this? Why have I never been charged with any such thing? Kind of like when he runs around telling people that I'm a murderer as his excuse for doing these things. Now, this is the very first day I met Andrew Wolnez. This is after those assaults. Obviously, I'm not in a good mood. And I'll show you those assaults too. It's assault 1 and assault 2. And we'll show that right after this video. Now, the reason that I was making this video is because of the sheer quantity of abuse that I have to endure over Natalie Bollinger. And he's going to bring her up in this video. He's not going to use her name, but he does use her name in other videos. So, let's go here to the comment section. And we can find, oh, it's 7 minutes and 10 seconds. So that takes us to that part there, and we can press play.
You call me a fucking predator, you fucking punk?
Here's this predator.
Now, after you've seen the first video, that makes sense. You can hear him kicking my vehicle while I'm in it. And then he walks around the bushes, and then he comes back. And yes, I make sure that I point the camera at him. I make sure that I am recording the face of the dude who had just assaulted me that day.
You're over here beating on my vehicle.
Don't be... You call me a predator?
Stop.
You call me a predator?
You are a predator.
You call me a predator?
You're being predatory towards me.
Fucking 6 kids,
Predatory towards me.
So, because he's got 6 kids, does that make it okay for him to be predatory towards me? Does him having kids give him an excuse to physically assault me? Does him having kids give him an excuse to pretend that I'm on drugs and to pretend that I'm recording little kids going to the bathroom? Huh? No. None of this is all right.
You are predatory towards you, motherfucker! Do not touch me. You're fucking lucky I don't touch you.
Now we have the messages between myself and one of his daughters. The messages showing that they were trying to get protection orders against him, and he called up these people to curse them out, to intimidate and threaten them. Why? Because they were going to try to help me to put a stop to this abuse.
Fucking ass! Back off! Get out of the fucking car and fucking back off! Chimo! Fuck you! Back off!
Now right there, after what he put me through, he doesn't like being called that back, does he? No, he doesn't. Now, is he being calm? See, that video that I was showing you from Safeway was the, I want to say, 5th or 6th assault. This one right here is the 3rd one. Is he pretending to be all calm and all that? No, he's being a fucking predator. This is like many of these situations over at the library parking lot. Why was I sent to the library? Well, the cops claim that I could go to the library and use the room there and be able to do all this stuff I need to do. Well, obviously, no matter where I park, I'm being targeted.
You call me a Chimo! You're fucking lying! Do not threaten! You're wanted for murder!
Now you notice, he said, I'm wanted for murder. All right, right there. He said, I am wanted for murder. I am not wanted for murder. I've never been wanted for murder. I've never been charged with murder.
You're wanted for murder! Lying sack of shit! You fucking dumbass! Get the fuck out of here! Oh, and Colorado! Look it up! Get the fuck out of here!
Colorado, look it up, right? Well, let's look it up. So we're going to play this one first, real quick. Call Jamie again. This video shows you why you, well, they tell you to walk away, right? She's able to walk way faster than me. You get to see that when she's facing the man, well, there's more distance being created. He hits her in the back of the head when she's facing the other way. He pushed her, so I got out of my car. I saw it in my rear view mirror, or my side view mirror. You notice I'm not pointing the camera at people. And she's walking away, and he's running up on her. So she turns around and faces him. He slows down. She starts making space. Then she turns around, and she's not facing him anymore. This is when he runs up on her. Sorry, accidentally pressed a button. So we're going to go back just a little bit, but we can count the number of people here. Like, there's a lot of homeless people here watching this, and I'm the guy speaking up. I'm the guy speaking up.
All right.
Now, listen right here.
Threatening over something to do with some kids. You'll just have to ask him.
Like I said, he was accusing me of doing all sorts of stuff, yelling at me. I'm literally, you see the cans in his hand? He's got a bag of cans. Well, I got a bag of cans too. I'm not there to start problems with this guy. This is Andrew Wolnez, the first time I ever met him. Now, you notice in the other videos that it's a ways into most of the videos where you see him. But in this one, well, the police refused to do anything, claiming that they didn't see how it started. Oh. How it started was with this guy starting to yell at me and accusing me of, well, being a fucking rapist and a murderer and all sorts of, mostly a fucking claiming I was taking pictures of little kids in the bathroom and shit.
Him. Poor guy. See, talking trash.
I see this every time one of these guys targets me. They want to pretend that I'm a drug dealer or a drug addict or a pedophile or a combination, but they don't like it back. And you're going to see that very much in just a second. Now, I haven't approached him But at the same time, like, I can't leave this situation. I have to make sure that I record it and that I don't give him an opportunity to punch me in the back of the head.
All these little druggies out here do this. Ain't no different.
See, he's approaching me. When
I am
he
not lucky. I'm stuck with
when he walked in there, I started walking towards the door of Safeway, because the Safeway plan or safety plan I had with Safeway was that when shit like this happens, I'm supposed to go inside of the Safeway for my safety. But he's getting in between me. You notice he approaches me a second time. Like, this is the second time that he's approached me since I started trying to record the video. And it took almost a full minute to get the video actually starting to record.
people like you, junkies like you.
I'm not a junkie. I don't do drugs.
Get out of my face. Do not
Fuck
touch
you.
me. Do not touch me.
Don't ever
Do
call me
not
a
touch
fucking
me.
drug. I don't
Do
do
not
drugs.
touch me. You really? You can talk about me doing blues? I don't.
Now, see, he likes to make accusations. He doesn't like being called that stuff back. Now, you guys can go ahead and watch that video. Eventually, he backs off. He keeps on screaming. And that's where we're going to look on the next part in the comments. Same video. 2 minutes and 35 seconds into it, you can hear him call me a pedophile.
You just can't do it. So what do?
Now, what had I done? Well, as soon as one of the Safeway staff was outside, I approached her and went around and across the street. And I was across the street at this point. I was waiting for him to turn in his cans so I could turn in mine.
And make sure I record it.
I mean, he was threatening to fucking do all sorts of shit, getting in my face, trying to get violent, wanted to call me names. I'm not allowed to get angry about it, am I? Of course not. But if I call him those names back, is he allowed to get angry? Apparently so. Apparently he's allowed to get violent over it. All right, we're 14 minutes and 22 seconds into that very same video.
No, it wasn't. Same reason I stand up to the rest of you fucking punk asses. I'm a nice guy.
That's my bag of cans, still.
Sure, we keep the guy recorded in case he tries anything again.
Now, did I walk up to him or cross the road or go towards him? No, I didn't. I left that entire area and started heading back when I thought that it had been long enough that he'd be gone. Well, apparently he'd just gotten done turning in his cans. I'm not approaching him. He's coming across the road.
You do not get to try to assault me.
2 assaults happen here.
There he is.
You notice that the view changed quite a bit, several times in rapid succession. It's because he kept on hitting me and hitting my phone and hitting me and hitting my phone. You know, after you threaten some